Yo, I'm Cam Walker, running back for the Seattle Seahawks.
Tyler Lockett from the Seattle Seahawks.
DK Metcalf.
KJ Wright. Hey, Burleson. You're watching NorbFam.
NorbFam.
You're watching NorbFam.
Okay, what's up, everybody? NorbCam coming at you. Day number 3 of the NFL Draft here, 2025. If you're new to the channel, my name is Norb Kawili, NorbCam. We're getting ready to, we actually went through the fourth round, and the Seahawks traded back, so they did not end up picking the fourth, ended up picking up this upcoming pick here, the 6th pick in the 5th round at 144, and they also got an additional pick late at 238, near the bottom of the draft. So we're just about 4 spots away from with the Ravens on the clock with 3 to go, and then we'll be on. So happy to be here with you guys, and I've got my good friend Pat, who you've seen on some of my live streams at the Seahawks games. I've been going to games with him since 1996 when we started having tickets at the Kingdom, and we were chatting up the draft. And I said, "Hey Pat, we're going to pick here. Let's do this live, and you can join in and give me your take." So Pat, you still there? Yeah, Pat. I'll say that again. Sorry, they didn't hear you that last time. What did you ask them?
I'm saying, are you guys pumped Seahawks fans? Just an exciting draft.
Yep, I know I am. There's people still logging on here, so people switching over, jumping onto the stream as we get ready to pick. Yeah, Pat, what's your thoughts so far? We've had 4 picks in this draft. We've had a guard, a safety, a tight end, and a quarterback up to this point. How do you feel about what we've drafted so far, man?
I love what we've drafted so far. I was a little nervous about the quarterback because I thought we had Darnold already be there, but after getting some perspective, understanding, I think the quarterback's not going to just be the quarterback. I think he's going to become the jack of all trades. A little quarterback, can play a little receiver, probably can do some running back, doesn't do a lot of wildcat. Maybe he can do some kickoff returns because he's a freakish athlete with a lot of skill and potential. And he'll be one of the few Alabama quarterbacks that I think will able to achieve success in the NFL. Because they're not good about achieving success in the NFL. But I think he will be an exception. And I'm very excited about his potential. Well,
we like quarterbacks from Alabama named Jalen because they've done pretty good.
Yep.
So,
and but no, I think, like I said, I love the guard. I think we need another guard. Personally, that's my. I think we need to really shorten our interior of our offensive line. We'd love to get another offense. Another guard would be great too, and a linebacker help was there. Our secondary has really been shored up now. With we like to call him, I guess, Bam Bam Jr. for short, but it's something that provides that physical intimidation that we need on the back end. I think the McDonald's done some very good steps this year again in moving the team forward as we're doing the transition now to the McDonald era of how he wants to run and operate this franchise. So, and this team. So I'm very, very excited where we're going.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
No, the quarterback move was puzzling. I had loved everything up to that point. At first, I was kind of like, really? And then as I looked more closely at it and realized what this guy could do, it's not like we're just drafting him because we hope he'll become the franchise quarterback in 2 years. This is a guy they can use right away. He can come in and be this sort of special packages, wildcat quarterback. They could work him some special formations that utilize him to throw out of, but he could also, I don't know, he could catch the ball. He could just be a runner. It could be a diversionary tactic. It just adds a whole element of unpredictability to the offense without having to actually say, you're either playing quarterback or you're on the bench. So, yeah, the more I watched highlights of this guy run, he's like, man, this guy is big, he's fast, he's elusive. He looks a lot like a Lamar Jackson, maybe not as fast as, but close to that type of quickness and elusiveness with some of the, like Josh Allen muscle to it. So I just think that's a great, option to have to, make this offense that much more hard to game plan against. We've got people in here, and Elia's board. It says, hello, Tyler P. Yeah, if you want to call, you got the number right there. Base Tugboat 2675 says he doesn't really understand why people hate the Jalen Milroe pick. I don't know. Do people hate it? I think it was just kind of unexpected, but I think if you study it closer, you'll like what it brings. Yeah, at the expense of losing what, though, right? Modify said Sam Howell was traded. Base Tugboat says, what's the source? Says it's out there. He's going to the Vikings. We moved up to 142? Is that true? I still have the Vikings on the clock, unless they did a trade just now. Is that what it is?
I have, yeah. Well, not yet. I don't see that on my screen yet. So maybe they know something that I don't know.
I gotta get a secondary screen going on here to see what the rumor mill has or what's going on.
I have and then it's Minnesota, Miami, Seattle. Am I missing something?
Okay. So yeah, no, he's right. He was right. According to Brady Henderson on Twitter, on X, Seahawks got pick 142 from Minnesota, and they are picking, and the pick is in. They traded to Minnesota for Sam Howell and pick number 172. So they traded Howell and 172. Howell is, we just talked about, how are they going to trade him? Who's going to want him? Well, apparently the Vikings do. So Howell and pick number 172 go to the Vikings, and now Seattle's picking here at 142. So 172 and Howell go to the Vikings, and Seahawks are trading right now. So you're going to have a pick at 142 and at 144. All right, we got almost back-to-back picks right here. All right, here we go. 142, what is it going to be? Pat, what do you have your money on? What are you hoping here? Pat, what are you hoping to see on this pick here? We're going to find out in a second.
Well, I'm hoping to see a guard. A guard out of LSU would make me very happy. And got my fingers crossed. I think that we need another. We need to make ourselves. How do I say it? Remember what Ray Roberts used to say? He likes the offense line. They likes to have
pick. Here we go, Pat. Pick is in. Seahawks with the 142nd pick in the NFL draft. They take Riley Mills, defensive tackle from Notre Dame.
Wow, that's not a bad pick, though.
Well, I talked about it. We could. Okay, Riley Mills from Notre Dame. Let me pull up some info about him. Miami Dolphins pick is in as well, and we are on the clock. Before we even have time to blink about who Riley Mills is, we're already picking the next. We're already on the clock, back to back practically. A little info about Riley Mills here, our newest defensive tackle. 6'5", 291. Started 13 games, 37 tackles, 8.5 tackles for losses, 7.5 sacks. Missed the final 3 games with a right knee injury. He was the team captain. So, a little bit of an injury situation here. So we got Antonio. Wow. We got Antonio Mendez stirring up some stuff here. Says, haha, imagine being the Seahawks. That's bold coming from a season you guys just had. But, hey.
We were 10-7, my friend. That's not a bad season, considering we were supposed to be like 5-12.
That's right. 10-7, and we should have been in the playoffs.
Yeah.
49ers have their own problems. They've got $60 million quarterback question problems. But we'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. Waiting to see what the pick for the the Dolphins are at 143. What do you guys think so far?
I think, like I said, here we go. They're not going to. All right, Düsseldorf is speaking right now. I'm gonna say a bad thing here, Norb.
What's that?
Seen all those Germans on TV, I'll tell you.
I'm not watching the broadcast. I'm just watching this off online. So I'm missing all the fun and the hoopla of the visual. But base tugboat. Oh, shots fired. Base tugboat 2675 says 49ers are going 4-13 this season. Salah is going back where he came from.
They're winning 4 and they're losing 13. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'll take that for sure. He says we're going to the Super Bowl this season in our home stadium. Yeah.
So hold it. So they're going 4-13 and they're going to the Super Bowl. Wow, that's pretty impressive.
That would be pretty amazing. All-American Wrestling Show wants to know how you feel about that Jalen pick, and will he be our franchise QB? I don't know about that necessarily. Oh, wait a second. What just happened? Seahawks on the move. So they swapped. The Browns took our 144 to leapfrog the Eagles. And that pushes us down further in the draft. We're going to see what the trade details are here. Okay. Wow, a lot of movement here. A lot of trade moves here. Okay, what does this mean for Seattle now?
You know? We need to not forget to do our guard. You know what I mean?
I know. So, all right, 166, is that what it is? 166. Okay, so we moved further down to pick 30 of this 5th round to 166. So we gave up 144, and we got 166, and then some. I'm not sure what else we gained. If we got a later pick as well. Let's see. What's the details? What's the deets on this? So we're picking at 166.
Let's see what it says here. Trade alert. Seahawks trade Sam Powell 5th round pick 142 to Vikings exchange for 5th round pick 176. No, this is what makes the draft so much fun, all these little trades.
I know. There wasn't a lot happening, at the beginning of the draft. It was pretty quiet. A couple of moves, but yeah, now things are really getting interesting. Hearing these mid-round players.
Yeah, I mean, like they say here, Vikings trade for Howell. Yeah, we give our lower pick and Howell for the later pick. That's not right. That's just an incomplete trade story. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Okay, still don't know how the details of what we gave up or what we got for that swap, but we're definitely at 166 and 175 as of still now. Let me see if we gained anything in the 6th round. We're base tugboat 2675 brings up the fact that we're now in the 5th round, and Shadur Sanders is still on the board. He might not get drafted at the way this is going.
Yeah, or he might be the Mr. Irrelevant, so he'll be drafted last. Wouldn't that be kind of a kick?
Yeah, it would be. Okay, so we got 192. So we gained.
All right.
Yeah, so we got 192 in the 6th.
And 176. So we gave up a lower pick and a player for a later for 2 later picks.
Yes. So 192 and what was that other one? 166.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we got 3 picks for the rest of the 5th round, assuming no more moves here. And we will have 2 picks in the 6th and 3 in the 7th. Man, adding them up here. That gives us 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've turned our 10 picks into now 12, assuming we don't move anymore. We've gained a couple of picks with these swaps here.
Yes, and here we sit here. M. Fraser is a guard. We have M. Bo out of Purdue, also a guard. The Theos have the best players available. We have T. Horton out of CSU as a receiver. I'm really interested, of course, us getting an interior lineman that's kind of a quick on his feet but a mauler, because I'd love to have our left side be very athletic and our right side to be a very mauling type of offensive line. And that'll be good. I think we're on the right track. And because I want, here's the question: who's going to be our fans for next year? Because remember, we had DK, we had Lockett; those are our stars, and we had Gino. Who's going to be the stars that we're going to invest in? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Who's going to do our T-shirt sales, our jersey sales? Who's the players?
Oh, the Shedeur Sanders question has been answered. He finally gets picked. Cleveland with our 144. With 140, pick 4 and 4-4, that's what they wanted. I guess the Browns were thinking we better not take a chance because it's possible the Eagles or the Patriots or somebody will swap him up here. So finally, the Browns pull the trigger with this move at 144, and they end the suspense and pick up Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is a 5th round pick. Pick number 6 of the 5th round. There we go.
Couldn't have a more humble guy.
Going to Cleveland. All right. Well, there you go. So now we can stop talking about Shedeur Sanders finally. Talking about the most talked about guy. Dropped 5.
Is this going to be a Pryor remake from them? Remember, it was Pryor that was drafted by Cleveland? The quarterback, wasn't that his name?
Oh, there's been so many quarterbacks, and Cleveland has had so many quarterbacks. It's like you lose track of how many guys they've gone through so quickly. But I think you're right. I do remember Pryor. Oh, so Modify brings up that they got Gabriel. That's the quarterback out of Oregon, right? Did they draft him as well? Did the Browns get both these guys?
I think they might have. Yep.
Wow. Well, they had to make up. They're desperate to fix the mess that they created for themselves at quarterback over at in Cleveland, man.
Remember when the Commanders and were the Redskins Commanders, and they did Griffin and what's his name? The one who's still playing. Got the free agent contract from Atlanta. Kirk Cousins in the same draft, remember? First round, 4th round pick.
Mm-hmm.
But as Pete Carroll says, it's all about the competition.
Yeah. John DeMorosa.
Well, I'm glad
who did Sanders kill to let Gabriel get drafted before him? We'll never know what the reasons were. I don't think they're going to talk about it. I don't think.
They said, like I said, they just said that he came in very. What they were saying on TV was that he came in very arrogant, and you're applying for a job. Whether they draft you or not, you have to show humility and some willingness to be there. And if you come in like the second coming, you can turn off a lot of teams right away on that.
Yeah.
Especially if you talk down to the owner, which he may or may not have done. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Well, you definitely get the media circus with him because, you're going to get the Deion Sanders primetime aura is always going to be floating around in there. And I was reading something. It was interesting. I didn't know this, but Shedeur Sanders doesn't have an agent. His brother, with the advising help from his dad, basically they're sort of self-representing. And I don't know. It's typical.
Well, that could be either
at this stage. I don't know if most players coming out of the draft, if they don't have an agent this early, or do they get an agent after they're drafted, or do they already, I'm not sure how that
I think
goes.
I'll do it ahead of time would be my guess. And that hard thing, it's really hard because why you need that independent person, because of course, who's going to value you more than anybody else is your own family.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to give you a fair assessment is someone who has no direct bond to that. You know what I mean? So I could see how that could have gone bad, and realizing that this is the business.
Yeah. Base Tugboat 2675 brings up the Browns now have 6 quarterbacks on their roster. We had that kind of problem for a little bit.
But we got 5 now or 4? How many do we have now, Norb?
I thought it was 4.
Darnold.
We have Darnold, Locke.
Yeah, we have Darnold. Yeah.
Now we got rid of Howell.
Yeah. So, and then we have the quarterback we drafted from Alabama. So we're at 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and 3. But is there anybody else? Because somebody said we had 6. I was like, I don't remember the other 2 you're talking about. Let me see. Let me see if there's some other. Just looking to see Sam Darnold. Oh, okay. So there's a Jaron. I'm looking at our roster. We have a Jaron Hall.
Yep.
Jaron Hall. I didn't know that. Sam Howell no longer there.
Practice futures quarterback signing. You can find that.
And then now Jalen Milroe, and just seeing if there's any other hidden pieces here that we don't talk about. Okay, that was it. So we have 4 now. 4 quarterbacks. Darnold, Locke, Milroe, and this Jaron Hall guy. 49ers picking here at 147 now.
Did New England pick?
They did.
What was New England?
New England picked Braden Swinson, edge rusher from LSU. Looking at players still on the board, you mentioned, was it the guy out of Purdue?
Guy out of Purdue and the guy out of LSU.
So Marcus Mbo, guard from Purdue, is on the list. And let me see, who's the other one? Miles Frazier from LSU. Is that the one?
Yep.
And then we've also got a Jalen Rivers from Miami. He's the other third guard, kind of tops on the list. We've got a ways to go here, though. We're at Rams picking at 10 right now. I should say the 10th spot on this pick at pick 148, but we don't pick again until 166. Yeah. So we've got like 18 picks to go.
The 49ers picking 147.
They go running back Jordan James out of Oregon. The 49ers go offensive backfield here. Jordan James. Let's look at this cat. He's only a junior, 5'9.5", 205 pounds.
You know, I love these heights, just letting you know. Norm.
4.55 in the yeah, no, that's about your height. 4.55 in the 40.
Yeah, that's my fantasy of speed also.
Second, you chased me down way back in the day when we had our little fun buddy tackle football game. I know how that happened.
That's the story. We're playing background tackle football, and Norb's running, you know, he's running left, right, cutting back, forth. I'm just running a straight line. And Norb jukes. Also, he gets hit from behind. He goes, "What the hell happened?" I go, "Well, you were juking all the time." I kept running straight. I had one target only.
It was pretty funny.
But you held on to the ball. I give you credit, Norb. You held on to the ball.
But the look on my face was hilarious. Like, how the hell did Pat just tackle me?
Yeah.
The tape don't lie.
10 yards ago. It's in the persistence, people. Just keep going.
That's right. It's the tortoise and the hare.
Never give up. Yep.
All right, so we got a few here to go. Rams picking now. Cowboys on the clock. We're at 149, approaching 150. Again, we don't pick again until 166. So we got 16.
So here's my question. I know we're Seahawk focused, but based on what our competition is doing in the NFC West, how do you think have they helped themselves more, or are they still the same?
Well, that's a good question. Let's just take a look here and see what. Let's take a closer look at the picks so far for our competition. I'll need a second to pull them up. Let's see here.
And I like the 49er guy who said that they're going to be in 4-13. They're going to win the division.
No, that was a different guy. One guy, the 49er fan, said they were going to win the Super Bowl. Another guy, Seahawks fan, said they were going to be 4-13. Let's see. All right, let's do this. I just want to see. Let's start with who's probably going to be the toughest team in our division. Let's see what the Rams have done so far in their picks. All right. So far, the Rams got in the second round. They got Oregon tight end Terrence Ferguson. Third round, they got outside linebacker Josiah Stewart. Fourth round, running back Jarquez Hunter. And is that all I see so far?
And they have Ty Hamilton, Ohio State defensive tackle. Fifth round, pick 148.
Oh, is that what they just picked? Yep. Oh, yeah, and yep, Ty Hamilton, defensive tackle. So there you go. They went a little bit of both. Offensive, couple of offensive players, tight end, a running back, and now a defensive tackle and a outside linebacker. So
shouldn't they already be drafting their heir apparent quarterback?
Good question. They've got who do they have as their backup over there at the Rams?
That's the point. I don't know who the backup is for the Rams and the quarterback.
Well, let's see here.
But I'm very happy that they don't have a receiver anymore, and then he's on our team. So,
I know. So the 49ers, in the first round, they picked a defensive lineman, Michael Williams. Round 2, they picked another defensive lineman, Alfred Collins, restocking a lot of these players that they lost over the past year. Round 3, they get another defender at linebacker, Nick Martin. And in the third round, again, they go cornerback. Man, they go big-time defense reload here. Round 3, cornerback Upton Stout. Round 4, another defensive lineman, C.J. West. Man, it has been all defense for the 49ers.
Yeah, they realize that they have to protect against the run. And they lost a lot. You know,
they lost a lot, yeah.
And not only that, but they lost some of their special quarterbacks, but they lost skilled quarterbacks, and they're working on the foundation. I kind of appreciate. I don't think for based on what we see right now, the proof will be what they put out, the product that plays on the field. But right now, it looks like they're going to have another challenging year, and I'm okay with the challenging year. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
How about my?
Oh, that's right, Jimmy Garoppolo's a backup. He played in that last game against the Seahawks where we won in a meaningless game.
I thought he signed a 1 year. Did he sign a 2 year?
That's a good question. I mean, he was. I don't know if he's locked in for the second year. But yeah, they do need their quarterback of the future too.
Maybe they're like everybody else waiting for next year.
Could be. Got a lot of teams putting that off till next year if that's the case.
If that helps us get into the playoffs and be successful, please take your time.
All right, here are the picks from the Cardinals. First round, they go defensive tackle Walter Nolan from Mississippi. And then they go cornerback in round 2, Will Johnson. Round 3, outside linebacker, Jordan Burch. A lot of defensive players here. Another defensive player, Cody Simon in the 4th round, inside linebacker. And that's it so far. So 49ers and Cards really loading up the defense this year. Looks like Tyler Parcher is jumping in on the phone line. Pop in and say hello to Tyler. What's happening?
Hey.
Welcome back to the show. As we are waiting for the Seahawks to pick.
Starbucks right now, and then I got to go help my mom today.
Oh, nice. Got
to run to the dump with her.
Oh, you're going to the dump too? Pat's going to the dump. It's this dump day today. Everyone's taking it to the dump.
Taking the truck this time. My grandpa's truck.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, amidst all this draft stuff, people lost sight of the fact that last night the Mariners lost to the lowly Marlins 8-4 yesterday.
Oh my gosh, yes, and I'm going to a game coming up soon.
Yeah, they better not get. They better not lose a series. Hopefully, they just keep following their pattern of lose the first game, win the last 2, and win the series. They've kind of been doing that for the last several series here, which works just fine with me. Lose the first one, win the next 2. That's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. But so far, it seems like Seattle does better on the road than they do at home. Can't hit it in the ballpark. Let's see. Dolphins. Oh, prior to that, the Cowboys picked running back Jadon Blue from Texas, and now Dolphins with the 150th pick, they go cornerback Jason Marshall Jr. from Florida. Colts picking out now. The Cardinals on the clock. Another running back, DJ Giddens from Kansas State, goes to the Colts. And now let's see what the Cardinals do. Will the Cardinals stay with the continuing with this defensive trend, or will they go offense here?
I saw you go crazy during that one pick at the party.
Oh, that was exciting, man, because the first pick is always the biggest one, and I just didn't expect the Seahawks were actually going to do that. I thought they were going to go
Then you lost your
not
voice.
the way we wanted to. Yep, this was just cheering and screaming, and then when I got a chance to actually meet some of these guys, I couldn't even talk because my voice was so tore up. I didn't warm up my vocals. That's the problem. Got to warm your voice up, just like anything. But Pat, yeah,
have we gone a little more chalk the last couple of seasons in our drafts?
Have we gone what?
A little more chalk expected there for the level this year, besides the quarterback from Alabama. Chalk. Hey, this is an appropriate pick for this level of the draft.
Yeah, I'd say so. There haven't been as many head scratching moves. Is that what you mean?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I really I'm okay with all the moves they've done so far. I just do hope that they get one more while they're still kind of here in the early part of the day. Like I said, if we get an offensive lineman here, I'll be really thrilled.
Yeah, that would be.
You know, I mean, we did get a defensive tackle, and I felt like that was another position we needed to get. But I wanted to get 2 linemen from this draft class, and then if we get an offensive, another guard, maybe a tackle, one of the two, and then we got an inside linebacker here, I'm pretty happy with this. And we got a lot of picks left still to go. Yeah, they might package something up and move up somewhere, but what do we got? We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 picks left out of the 10. We've already picked up 5 guys now, right? We got 5 in, and we still got 8 picks to go. So we can still do some damage here if we play our cards right.
Cowboys are picking right now, and the pick is in.
They choose Shamar James, linebacker out of Florida. Baltimore. All right, sorry. Cincinnati Bengals now on the clock. Or picking now. It's moving quick.
You know who I hope they pick before the end of the day? I'd love to have 2 Kobe Bryants on the team.
Is there another Kobe Bryant out there?
There's the Kobe Bryant to be drafted this year. Yep, he's on the draft board.
Let me see.
Wouldn't that be great? On one corner, one side, and one on the other?
Well, that was like, remember that when we had corner Flowers?
Sorry, Norb, I was getting Starbucks.
Oh, that's all right. When we had
I was just muted because it was noisy.
when we had Flowers, no, I appreciate you doing that. When we had Flowers, there was 2 guys with the same last name, Flowers. I mean, they were basically the same identity. There's a couple players like that who have the same name. I'm trying to space on who that is.
You'll make it now from now, Norb, when they have 2 or 3 Burt Cow-Willies and Norbert Cow-Willies in the NFL draft, and then you've made it, Norb.
First of all, Filipinos in the draft they don't exactly grow on trees, and you're not going to find a lot of Norbs out there. So that'll be the day. That'll be the day.
You got to have confidence in thinking that.
Oh, there's confidence, and then there's being delusional. But somewhere there's a fine line in between the two.
Yeah, but let's not root it.
When are they going to see it? When are we going to have a Swoboda in the draft?
We do all the time, right? No.
There we go.
Yeah,
I'm back.
yeah.
I just got my drink.
I'm trying to find this Kobe Bryant.
Remember when I think Pat was with you during the last NFL draft when Jade went out?
When what happened?
That's right.
When Jade flipped out when Penix went to the Falcons?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think everybody was flipping out when that happened.
Yes.
That was just crazy.
And look what a good pick that was for the Falcons right now. You know what I mean?
It worked out pretty good. I mean, it seemed crazy at the time, but
I wouldn't want to be the general manager of the Falcons, but at least their draft is decent.
Yeah.
We're playing Atlanta again this year in Atlanta. We might be going up against our old.
This is the first time I'm joining off the phone lines instead of Discord too.
I know this is a first.
That might not be a bad game for you and I to go to. You know what I mean?
I was thinking about that. I was having a chat about that, and of course, I've got friends in Atlanta too. So it could be a fun little reunion game down there. I know both Atlanta fan and a Seahawks fan who lives in Atlanta now. So that could be kind of fun. I've never, there's been a lot of stadiums I haven't been to. I haven't been to that one yet. I've only been inside the airport, but I've never actually been in Georgia.
Yeah, but like I said, if we have a chance between going to a game in Europe or a game in Atlanta, I'd prefer to do Europe if at all possible. You know what I mean? Just because.
If the Seahawks end up playing the Steelers in Ireland, we're going to have to give that game some serious travel consideration.
Yes, and all that, but we'll make sure we buy the officials the appropriate Irish green stripes with the Seahawks colors on it to offset from the Super Bowl, because we still want to make a game that has high visibility.
Yeah.
How am I doing?
I like it. Yeah, that would be fun. I've been to I went to one international game. That was the one in London. I did not go to the German game. My sister and my dad went to that game, and you were going to go to that game, but you didn't end up going to that game, did you?
That's right. I did my all-important family obligation.
Yeah.
And which I would do again. But
they will probably play another game there at some point. I'm sure they will be in Germany again. The question is, how soon from now?
Yeah, and it was actually a perfect spot, And for those that don't know, and it's not very much, I did spend some of my childhood in Berlin and in Germany, and my relatives are still over there. So, good place to go. And,
I would have loved to have gone and visited and been at that German game. I'm glad my dad and my sister got to enjoy it.
Yeah. Of course, you'd heard me complain about the food in Berlin's better than the food in where we were in Germany, but that's okay. That's Germans being what they do. It's like Seattle food versus Oregon. There's not much difference. One will claim one's better than the other. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
I get it. It is all good.
Well, as we continue down this path here, we are now at pick number 155, the Dolphins. Oh, by the way, the last two picks, two guards just went off the board.
Which two? Marcus
Embo, the one we were just talking about from Purdue, went to the Giants. And Jalen Rivers from Miami went to the Bengals. So there's two off our list, man. There's two gone. Who's left now? I wanted one of those guys. Okay, let's refresh this and see who's left on the cards. They're going quick, man. We still got another 10 spots to go. All right.
We can always draft a defensive tackle and make him into a guard again.
How about we not and really get a true guard? I mean, we already got one true guard. Let's see. All right. Of the undrafted prospects, top players left on the board here. The next top-rated offensive lineman, we're looking at, well, your LSU guy is still there. Miles Frazier is still there.
Yep.
And then there's the next offensive lineman on the list down there is Logan Brown from Kansas, offensive tackle. But they are, there's a lot of receivers available.
And that's the question.
And linebackers.
Do we want to take a 6'4", 6'5" receiver? You're not going to have a DK Metcalf again, but someone that is maybe a strider, has long arms, makes a big catch radius, you know what I mean? Has decent hands, or do you want to get a lineman? You know what I mean? That's the question.
Well, Smail Mondon Jr. out of Georgia. He's 6'2", 224. Ran a 4.58 40. He's one of the top players on the board right now. Don't know if he's gonna. Don't know if he'll drop. Or I'm sorry, that's my bad. I was looking at that was a linebacker. Hold on a second. Isaiah Bond is out of Texas. He's the next receiver on the list here. Small dude.
I mean,
he's like looks like a JSN type, 5'11", 180 pounds.
Yeah, but no, I think we need a big physical one. So in the event it makes JSN a one-on-one matchup, and when we get to the red zone, if you have a bigger physical receiver that the quarterback, they're going to try to take that away. You don't want to have players who can do one-on-ones. You want to have someone to have a size mismatch. And so, unless Bobo keeps developing, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of these other receivers coming off the board who are tops here are there's not the DK Metcalf variety type. These are slightly smaller guys, also out of smaller schools coming up here.
I don't mind the smaller school because that gives them attitude. You know what I mean? And attitude could be a good thing.
Let's see. We've got the Dolphins took a safety, Dante Trader Jr. out of Maryland, and now the Chiefs are picking with the Buccaneers on the clock at 1:57. Seattle is 9 picks away. We got Tyler Parcher reconnected here. We got Andrew Andy out of Georgia, Mock Georgia. We were just talking about Georgia. Let's see what these guys have to say.
Hey, what's up, Norb? Can you hear me?
What's up? Yep, I hear you, Andrew. Andy, what's up, man? We got Tyler Parcher's back.
How is AD?
Sorry,
I talked to him last night. He's good.
Called, so.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah, I talked to AD yesterday. He's good.
Hi, AD.
He told me he just told me that he got himself a new electric bike. I think waiting for it to come in. It's pretty nice.
Who, AD?
AD.
Oh my gosh! Wow, I didn't know he's got an electronic bike.
Electric bike. He doesn't have it yet, but he just showed me he was just put an order for it. So one of those.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Okay. Cool. I like it.
Yeah.
So, the one with the draft. Is any Seahawks draft pick with the Georgia Bulldogs player?
I don't think so. I don't think they've drafted anybody out of Georgia yet.
Oh, not yet.
I don't think any of our picks.
They sure are the best with the Georgia player. The teams, they're pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I forgot to mention with the music video, I'd probably go sing again too.
Yeah, that reminds me. I got to start thinking about music video 2025. I'm thinking
Oh
about
my gosh, I
trying
can't believe it's coming up.
thinking about trying to start a little bit earlier this year instead of doing the see about doing all at the beginning of the year type of plan.
Research it with the lyrics and stuff, with the gains.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm going to a Meritt game here in a few weeks, AD.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm going to versus Toronto on May 11th.
Oh, that's going to be lively. Whenever Toronto comes to town, their fans from our friends north of the border,
Canada,
they pile in big time.
Oh yeah, it's going to be packed in that stadium.
Right.
Yeah, they get pretty rowdy. So it's pretty.
Yeah, they do. I might get a video if I can.
Yeah, that's true. I hope the Mayor's going to win, or hopefully they'll get the chance.
They're doing pretty good, but they had a bad loss yesterday. But that's going to happen. Hopefully they can pick it up.
Yeah, I wish they could win, but man. Bad luck against your what?
History has not been good. History definitely has not been good, but they're off to a pretty decent start this year. But they got to try.
Yeah, they are.
They need J-Rod to pick it up. He's been a little slow starter. He's always a slow starter out of the start of the year. So our picks so far, you're asking me to, and nobody out of Georgia, but our guard Gray Zabel's out of North Dakota State, and then we had Nick Emanwari from South Carolina, and then tight end out of Miami, and then our quarterback out of Alabama. Then we got the defensive tackle out of Notre Dame. So those are our 5 picks so far. And we got 8 more to go, so we're busy. Buccaneers.
I'm going to do Friends of Low Places for a music video.
Okay. That's a fun song.
Yeah, probably if I had to research the game and do the lyrics and stuff. It takes a long time.
I'd say we do like a live stream of like you've done before for the music video.
Right.
You mean like a premiere of the whole season? Before the year?
No. Like what to put on your music video or something.
Oh, the one me singing, play the guitar with the Friends of Low Places? The one that's kind of glitchy or my vocals got cut up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
It's hard to do live because the music, it's tough to do on. Sometimes the music kind of gets messed up on the live stream.
On this, so you do you have Friends in low places, and then Norb does what, a supporting rap to it right away to it on top of it.
That would be unique.
I have the
production right there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
By the way, here we got. So the Chiefs drafted Jeffrey Bassa, linebacker out of Oregon, and then the Buccaneers got Elijah Roberts, edge rusher from SMU, and the Chargers drafted wide receiver Keandre Lambert-Smith out of Auburn. Now Green Bay is picking at 159. It's moving quick. 7 to go.
All right, well, I'm going to let you go, Nora, because I had to do some... Tell AD, say hi for me if you want to, or...
I'll tell him that I talked to you if I cross paths with AD sometime this weekend.
All righty.
All right. Have a good one, man.
Thank you again, Norb, and I'll probably be in the music video just if I have to work on it, if the game shows up with the schedule.
The schedule comes out May 14th, so we'll know which week we're playing these upcoming teams for the year. May 14th.
I have to look up the research for the game, and I'll put the Jerry lyrics in, and then I'll let you know.
Sounds good. All right, we'll keep in touch on it.
All right, bye, Norb.
All right, later. All right, that was Andy from Mock, Georgia.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been. I remember when the last. I think I connected with him. He probably during one of the pandemic years. He's connected with AD, who lives in Yakima, or as I like to tease them, Yakima, Washington. And
or how about the Palm Springs of Washington?
Yeah, they are the Palm Springs of Washington. Yes, indeed.
They are the Palm Springs of Washington.
If you drive into Yakima, Washington, you will see a sign that says, "Welcome to Yakima, the Palm Springs of Washington." Yes, indeed.
And if you drive through Tacoma, what sign do you see from Tacoma, Norb?
Is there a sign? I've heard so many times in Tacoma, I don't remember seeing a sign. What sign are we talking
America's
about?
most, it's one of those technology signs, most wired city or whatever.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So I've not seen that.
Or you see the largest wooden dome in the world, the Tacoma Dome. There you go. We give you some Northwest history.
Yep, I've seen many events in the Tacoma Dome.
Almaroca, there you go. Home, Tacoma, Washington. Home of the Denali Valley, Tacoma, Washington. There you go. I'm here to help, guys.
You can see Pat's slightly biased to Tacoma. He's a South End guy. Well, technically not Tacoma. I mean, you grew up in Spanaway, Washington.
Well, now I'm in Long Branch, Washington, right by Short Branch. Sorry. He's in a joke.
Long Branch, Washington.
I know. Don't
out there on the other side of Narrows Bridge. So the Packers draft linebacker Colin Oliver from Oklahoma State. So now we're at pick 160. Seahawks picking at 166. 49ers picking here. Let's see if they go defense or do they put something on the offensive side of the board this time.
I'd love it on right now.
I think San Francisco should pick a quarterback. Because isn't who do a contract this year? Brady. I mean Purdy. Isn't Purdy do a quarterback this year? Contract this year?
Well, no, that's the whole thing. They seem like they've been in talks for weeks because he's set to make a lot of money.
Well, that's the reason they've been competitive because they haven't had to pay the quarterback.
I know, but if they do. Yeah, that's going to shackle their cap for a while.
All right.
I have it on right now.
Our guard's still on the board, man. Miles Frazier. At LSU, we just have to make 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more pick.
Well, and see what the Eagles draft. The next 15 minutes because I got to go to the bank today, Norb. So I got to run to the bank.
Well, after 166, we don't. Yeah, we probably. Yeah, see, we don't draft again until 172 and 175.
And we'll go live for those ones, I'm sure.
Yeah, 172, we are into... Oh, wait, not 172. Sorry. No, wait, 172 we gave up. 172 is not ours anymore. That's the one that we
So it's
175.
They drafted Marcus Single without the end, Norb. San Francisco, Marcus Single without the end. I don't know how to pronounce that name.
Marcus Siegel out of Kansas State. He's a what? Safety?
A safety.
Safety. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. They are stocking up the defense big time. Makes sense though.
Yeah, because we're going to run over them. How's that?
Well, the Eagles drafted a linebacker, Smail Mondon Jr. out of Georgia. That was one I was thinking, well, if we go linebacker, but he's gone now. Jets are picking now at 162. This is going quick. Will we pick Miles Frazier at 166 and complete the two lineman
find out.
dream. Coming up in the next 2 minutes or so.
And I'm okay with that. I like a young offensive line that's going to grow over the next 2 years. You know what I mean? It'll be great.
Yeah. So we have, I mistakenly thought we had 8 picks left. We have 7 picks left. 2 in this round, 2 in the 6th, and 3 in the 7th.
Okay. I agree.
Okay.
And the defensive, and is Kobe Bryant still on the draftable players?
I haven't seen his name. There's a Kobe King, but I haven't seen him on here yet.
I don't know how to spell his name, but it's still spelled the same as NFL draft Kobe Bryant. There's Kobe Bryant draft combine prospect. Yeah, is NFL draft prospect Kobe Bryant related to NFL impact?
Oh, I see it now.
His name is spelled.
It spells it differently. Yeah, Kobe Bryant,
Yeah.
cornerback out of Kansas, Cobee. So it spells it a little bit
So
differently.
if we have Kobe Bryant and our Kobe Bryant, wouldn't that just be an awesome event? Because remember, we used to have Mike Tyson on our team too.
I
Remember that?
know. He didn't last very long. I don't know where he went. I think he was just released.
His chin didn't hold up.
I don't even think. Did he even make the team? I don't even know if he made the
Yes, he
team.
did.
Was he special teams guy?
He made the team
Yeah, special teams dude.
for 1 year.
Yeah.
And he was drafted right after the Legion of Boom was broken apart. So he was supposed to be the next wave, and there was a lot of high expectations on players.
2000. I remember that 2017 we drafted Mike Tyson. That was the same year we got Mr. ATV accident. What's his name?
Yep.
Malik McDowell.
Yeah, from Michigan State, the defensive tackle.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Miami, or I should say the Jets, picked up a dude out of Miami, linebacker Francisco Malgoa. All right, it's coming up. Carolina picking now. It's Steelers on the clock, and then the Eagles, and then the Seahawks. Let's go. Oh, Modify wants to know whatever happened to Malik McDowell. Malik McDowell went to go play with the Browns. I remember he was on the field when we played the Browns, or at least it was on the team when we had that first ever throwback game 2 years ago. I don't know if he's still if he's still on the if he's still with the Browns. Let me look it up. I'm curious. Malik.
You're talking about Malik McDowell?
Yeah.
Malik
McDowell. McDowell is.
And he never should have went back to play again. Just to let you know. Personal opinion.
There you go.
With
yeah,
experience.
Cleveland Browns. He's now with the Duke City Gladiators, or was the last 2 years. That is a professional indoor football team in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Oh, this must be one of those. He's a member of the CIF Indoor Football League. So he's not even in the NFL anymore.
Well, he shouldn't be playing at all in football. He should take no more hits to the head. Personal experience with experience will make that statement. So, I'll leave it at that. What do you think, Stutsy?
Okay. Waiting for the Panthers.
Hey, I'm going to keep you on the phone, Nor, but I'm going to have to head and go into the bank right now. So
no problem.
I'll just stay on as long as the phone will let me stay on. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, no problem. I'll just you can mute yourself, right? Just mute your end.
I've never muted myself. You know that already. That's one of the charming characters.
Well, you don't have to mute yourself. Just mute your phone. That'll work.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, you could keep talking, but as long as the phone's off, I don't have to hear it. That's just as good without you having to feel any different.
And that's how Norb, guys. That's how Norb gets rid of me. He says, "I had the phone on mute." Giggle, giggle, giggle.
I just tuned myself.
Right,
I just tuned myself out. Okay. All right, Pat. Well, we'll talk to you in a bit. You can hang on the line and just jump on because we'll be picking in about 3 minutes or 4 minutes here. Mitchell Evans from tight end for Notre Dame is now on the Panthers. Steelers picking now. All right. Just jump on when you have a chance. Seahawks, Eddie, our next pick should be a wide receiver. I'm kind of feeling that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I would not mind a guard either. I'd be happy really with either. There's a couple of guys. We could get a receiver here, assuming that the Steelers and Chargers don't take the top two on the board right now. Isaiah Bond out of Texas or Dominic Lovett from Georgia. Now there's a couple more in here as well. A lot of wide receivers, but there is one lone guard. The SEC from LSU would be a nice pickup here. All right, Steelers pick is in. Chargers now drafting. That puts us on deck.
I'm just watching my mom. She's driving around. I have her on my phone.
Oh, nice. Doing like Life 360 or just
I
phone
just have her
tracking?
set up with Life 360 on my phone.
Yeah. I know, it's pretty wild.
It's a good app to use.
Yep, I use it all the time on well, mostly, not all the time, but if I just want to make sure my
Sometimes.
kids are on the way, I can actually see what, instead of I have to call them, where are you at now? You close?
I know. I can do the same thing with my mom, too. Like, where are you, Mom?
It's pretty cool that you can actually, there have been a couple of times where I've actually tracked or saw how fast she was going. Send her a text message, hey, slow down.
It shows me how fast he's going, too.
Can't hide it. Kind of cool, kind of scary at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw on the draft broadcast just for grins here.
We're next.
It's always a little bit behind schedule, though.
And then we pick again, like, later on. I believe.
Let's see if this is...
You got to figure out a thing to watch the Mariners on when you can.
Yeah. I'll definitely try to go to a game sometime this summer.
Mm-hmm. We'll be going to a few of them this year.
Yeah, hopefully they're keeping things interesting. That they'll be buyers at the trade deadline in July. That's what the hope will be. That means we're in contention. Let's see if I bring this up. Let's see if I bring the audio up of the Draft Central guys.
Could have been in the market for a quarterback. That obviously hasn't happened here. I know you said that there's some actual real talented guys. Kyle McCord was one of those players that you just name-checked. Pittsburgh.
All right, just getting ready for when they talk about this next pickup by the Seahawks. When they draft, they're almost up. It's Steelers. Pick is in. Chargers on the clock.
Yeah.
Actually, the timing is not too far behind on this screen.
I'm
here.
watching it on NFL Network.
Yeah, I think this is the NFL Network as well. I canceled my
also
cable,
watch it
so I'm
on,
not using it there anymore. But I'm
You can also watch it on ESPN if it's on ESPN too.
okay. All right, this seems to be.
And it's one of the divisions where they all kind of know each other. One thing
We're getting close here. Come on.
Yep.
Guard or receiver. Either one will make me
Something
happy.
good. I hope.
Oh, here we go. Seahawks on the clock. The Steelers took defensive tackle Black from Iowa. Chargers pick is in. The Seahawks are on the clock. Here we go.
Yay.
Another international selection.
Hello, everyone. I'm here in beautiful Dublin, Ireland at the historic Croke Park Stadium, where the Pittsburgh Steelers will take the field this fall in the NFL's first ever regular season game in Dublin. With the 164th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the six-time Super Bowl champion Pittsburgh Steelers select Y.A. Black, defensive end, Iowa. Oh, here we go.
All right, that was the. I wonder who's going to be announcing the pick. Okay, Seahawks pick is in. Just waiting now. The Chargers select Aronde Gadsden from Syracuse, tight end. All right, so I wonder who's going to announce this. I know that Captain Seahawk is supposed to announce one of the picks. If he hasn't already, I might have missed it earlier. This is what they should do. They should have it.
We'll find out when it ends.
They should have it to where the fan of the year gets to announce a draft pick. They should just do it for not that I selfishly wanted to do it. It's like that's past the time has passed for me, but future ones that should be a perk of all the.
She was there.
To get to be. Terry Fletcher was there, but she didn't get to announce the pick. I heard, so they should just make it automatic.
She was there though.
She was there in the inner circle representing the Hawks. Yeah. Terry Fletcher, our 2024.
We'll see her this season, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, here it is. Hey, okay. The Seahawks do indeed select wide receiver Torrey Horton from Colorado State. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going to bring up when they start talking about it, I'm going to bring up the discussions on there. But there you go.
Give me the dimensions of him, Norb.
What's that?
Can you share those?
What's that?
Height, weight, 40.
Oh yeah.
Blah.
Let me do that. All right, Torrey Horton. Here's your newest wide receiver. He's 6'2", 6'2" and a half, 196 pounds, out of Colorado State. He ran a 4.41 in the 40, 1.53 10-yard split, vertical jump of 37.5 inches. There you go. Let's hear. I'm going to hear what they say about him here. Once the analysts start talking about him.
Mention some of the old school throwback stuff here. All right, guys, got some.
Right now they're breaking down the Chargers pick of the tight end. They're going to do the Seahawks one coming up here in a second.
And 900 yards receiving. The guy can play.
Welcome International Man of the Year nominee from Germany, Jonathan Ratzel.
Oh, it is a Seahawk.
Guten Tag, Green Bay! Make some noise!
The German guy, the international fan of the year for the Seahawks.
Really excited being here. I will use this moment for raise awareness for men's mental health. To all the guys out there who are struggling in this life, make sure you're not alone. Everybody can struggle. Reach out, get some help, especially the Bears fans.
You guys can hear this, right?
Without further ado,
video.
with the 166th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, my Seattle Seahawks select Torrey Horton, wide receiver, Colorado State. Focus football, go Hawks!
You know, Lance, I was covering the Snoop Dogg Bowl, and Jay Norvell, obviously the head coach there, got to spend some time with him. He was bummed that Torrey Horton was banged up in the second half of the season. He could have been a difference maker down the stretch, but what did you see from him on tape?
Oh, man, this is a great pick in the 5th round. Two-time team captain, extremely productive as a sophomore and a junior before he was injured. He has that deep separation speed, 4.41 140. He is an explosive player. He can play inside or outside. He's a little bit slender, but he can still play outside for you if you like. He weighs 196. He just doesn't look like it when you see the lower body, but he's got the return ability. So you love it in the 5th round because he's got game-breaking speed and he can play returner as well.
Back to Green Bay we go.
Okay, there you go, guys. So there's your breakdown.
So is he a little bit taller Tyler Lockett, in other words?
Yeah, because Lockett came out. Remember, he was a punt returner as well, but he came out Kansas State. I remember, you and I got to witness his very first touchdown in person, not even in Seattle. Remember when we were in St. Louis, we got to watch him return a kick for a punt return for a touchdown, his first ever touchdown for the Seahawks, playing the St. Louis at the time, St. Louis Rams, 2016, I believe. And
yeah,
but yeah, you're right. He's kind of like I think he's a taller and faster Tyler Lockett.
Nice.
I guess we can make a comparison.
Yeah.
But
now we just need now we need Bobo to become DK. Sorry. Come on, Bobo. I got hope for you.
yeah, that's a wishful thinking there. But this guy, I mean, he's not going to be big. He's not going to be a tank like DK, but he's only a little bit shorter than DK, 6'2" and a half.
He's like 3/4 of an inch. Not that much.
Yeah.
Well,
DK is 6'4", wasn't he?
No,
and DK is like
and
2 inches taller and 30 pounds bigger.
Yeah. And who was the announcer? Who was the German fan of the year?
He was the Seahawks, I think, the Seahawks International Fan of the Year.
Okay.
From Germany.
All right.
So
cool. This is exciting.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what we wanted, right? And we need a receiver. We got it.
I want my guard.
Want the guard now? Yeah.
I want my guard.
He's still there. He's still there. Miles Frazier. I think if we get the guard after that, everything's like cake, right? Because we kind of addressed all of our. Well, no, we got to get an inside linebacker too. We got to get a linebacker as well. But
agreed. But it's pretty damn good. Can I say it that way? I would grade it a B+ right now.
What, this last pick or just overall?
This overall.
By the way, after our pick, the Titans went guard, but they got Jackson Slater out of Sacramento State. And then the Eagles took center Drew Kendall out of Boston College. And then the Bears took cornerback Za Frazier from Texas San Antonio. So a couple of interior linemen went off the board while we were talking. But our LSU guy's still there. We're pick 170 now with the Bills on the clock. So 5 to go. 6 to go.
So again, I'll ask
this
questions.
Fun.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the Seahawks draft so far in terms of a grade?
Good question. What do you guys, people watching the chat, put in what you think of what draft grade would you give the Seahawks so far? I'd give them a solid B+. A minus.
Me too.
Good.
I'll go from a B plus to A minus if they do get a guard here, because they've almost hit everything that I wanted. If they can get a guard and then an inside linebacker and then maybe a corner after that, we still got picks to play with. So.
Yeah. And who do we want to be the corner again, Norb?
Oh, Kobe Bryant,
You know
just
me.
so we can have fun with the name.
Kobe Bryant.
Good one, Pat.
Oh, and I remember the
Pat,
play.
I noticed. Are you hooked up to Bluetooth in your car? Because it sounds good.
Yeah, I'm in Bluetooth in the car. Exactly right.
Yeah, it sounds
Nice.
good.
It sounds really good.
Doesn't always sound this good. Sometimes there's a lot of rattling and stuff on it, but this sounds good.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
clean.
when I was hooked up in my mom's car, Bluetooth, Norb, it was sounding pretty clear.
Yeah, it depends where you're driving, too.
Well,
if you're on the
I'm-
freeway, it's a little noisier. If
Yeah,
you're on
I'm
regular
kinda
roads, it's pretty
cheating.
decent.
Yeah. I have the phone in my hand to
Well, that's
stop
why
the
it's not
rattle from
rattling.
the
Normally I hear a lot
car.
of bumping and rattling when it comes from that holder, but I see.
But it's hooked up to Bluetooth.
You've got it insulated in
but
the
it's
palm
still
of your
hooked up.
hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And I can't
the-
hold it up to my mouth, obviously.
Right. Well, you sound fine. Bills say they take Jordan Hancock, cornerback, Ohio State. So, as we inch ever closer, the Lions on the clock now.
We're getting there. And when's our next pick again, Norb?
Coming up in 5 picks. Lions, Vikings, Bills, Cardinals, then us.
And that'll be our offensive lineman right there.
That would be
they're gonna make me
great
hold out
if that was
for
our
that.
offensive lineman. And then when we go to the 6th round, then we get our inside linebacker.
So just a quick reminder, what round was Richard Sherman drafted in again, please?
Wasn't he in the 5th?
That's correct. That seems to be our sweet spot for drafting our best players. So
Cam Chancellor, he was drafted
just
in. When was Cam Chancellor drafted?
Kemp was third.
He was
I
the
thought he was
third.
third.
How about Bobby Wagner?
Bobby Wagner was second round draft pick, if I remember correctly.
What about? I'm thinking here. What about KJ Wright? That's a tricky one.
AJ Wright was a third round, if I remember correctly.
Pretty good, Pat. I couldn't remember KJ.
You're not old yet, Norb. Wait till you get to be my age. It all goes quick.
Plenty old enough. Still waiting on the Lions here.
Hey, remember, I'm only 25, so just guess how old Norb is. All right, guys. I'm going to run into the bank. I'll be right back, guys, okay?
Yeah.
Shots, you stay here.
Modify said one of my favorite bands announced a Niners pick. Oh, I missed that. I missed who that was.
Alice in Chains? There you go. All right.
Modify said
Talk
I'm
to you
sick to my
guys. Give me
stomach
a
because of it. Oh, man.
I'll be right back.
Let's see. What's the... still Lions still on the board.
Room. Here's pick 170.
This is the pick from the Bills.
With the 170th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Jordan Hancock, defensive back, Ohio State.
It's another Buckeye that is off the board, the 12th so far this draft. That's more than any other school thus far.
Okay, Rams on the clock at 172. The Lions pick is in, waiting for that announcement. Rams have had kind of a balanced draft, mix of offense and defense, unlike our other NFC West brethren who have been going heavy on the defensive side of the ball. The 49ers and the Cardinals going all defense. Okay. Alexa, play 93 KJR. I just want to see if the boys are talking over there, what they're talking about.
KJR from iHeartRadio. Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because of one thing and another. Don't forget the meeting of the
Alexa, stop. I'll get back to you later.
You were just seeing that others were talking.
What's that?
What were you trying to have her do? Like, listen
I was
to
just
the
trying to pull up the
draft?
the KJR guys who are doing draft analysis. Israel Santana, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in.
Ooh, it's a nice day down there today.
It's a little cloudy. I went for a walk earlier just before I came over here, and then I was gonna get all cleaned up, and I realized, oh, we're picking soon, so just went straight in, came right in here. Alexa, play. Alexa, volume 7.
The greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at NissanUSA.com.
Alexa, pause.
Panoramic moonroof
Alexa,
massaging leather
stop.
pointed seats are available.
Alexa,
features.
shut up. There you go. That works. Sometimes she just doesn't listen.
That works.
Got to be a little aggressive with her. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, the Lions took our guard. The Lions took our guard from LSU. Miles Frazier, the guard I was going to get, went to the Lions. Ah! All right, who's next man up then? Oh, man. Offensive tackle Logan Brown out of Kansas. Can go tackle here. And then you got to drop all the way down. Joe Huber out of Wisconsin. Okay. Well, Rams picking here now. Doggone it. Let's see what they're saying over here on the network.
Slew of picks here. You know, they came into this draft, the Lions, with 8 total picks, most of them late.
I want to hear what they say about our guy that we wanted to get.
Knocking on the door of that, and then obviously 3 more in the final round, number 7. All right, let's get you out to Germany, where the selection is going to be for the Detroit Lions at 171.
Here it is. This is the pick of the guy I wanted.
1, go. Hello everyone, my name is Sophia Flösch, German racing driver, and today I'm welcoming you for the very first time to the new Detroit Lions exhibition at the German Sport and Olympic Museum in Cologne, open until June. So without further ado, let's get to the pick. With the 171st pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Miles Frazier, guard LSU, won Pride worldwide.
All right, some flexibility here. You can see this so I think piques some interest. Left tackle, left guard, right tackle. Dude is sort of interchangeable all over the place.
I think the 50 starts is the thing that stand out to me. We talk about a seasoned and experienced player coming into the league. We have seen how that experience has translated well for guys at other positions. But when you're a guy that's played 4 positions along the offensive line, O-line coaches get excited. They get excited because you could potentially save them on a game day. At a time where it's hard to get 8 or 9 guys dressed out, having someone who has so much positional flexibility makes him a very valuable sub. Miles Frazier coming off the board in the 5th round. This is where the backups, the developmental guys come. But his value is position flexibility, being able to kind of be a spot starter, fill in at multiple spots.
Fits that Lions mold, too. Comes from a big program, is big, physical, has real knockback pop, and has been durable, too. Started all 13 games for 3 years in a row at LA.
Could have been our guy, but no. All right. As we inch closer Oh, Chris Paul, junior linebacker. That was another guy I was thinking we could get if they didn't go guard, or that would have been the next option. Chris Paul off the board to the Rams. So the Rams go defense here. Now the Bills picking. Cardinals on the clock. Seattle waiting in the wings. So Matthew Stafford, there's posting a note here that Matthew Stafford agreed to restructure his contract to stay with the Rams for another year. So I guess they don't need to get their backup quarterback yet. They're going to have to start thinking about it pretty soon here. All right, so 2 more to go. What could they do here? Okay, the Bills just selected Jackson Hawes, tight end out of Georgia Tech. So the Cardinals now on the clock. Seahawks on deck. Like I said, if we had to take a pick here, my preference would be you could go Kobe King, linebacker, Penn State, or Joe Huber, guard out of Wisconsin, or Logan Brown,
Did they already
tackle
pick the
out
other
of
two
Kansas. Yep, the Bills just took him. Oh, sorry,
did?
the Lions took him. Gone, no longer an option for us. So
all right, so we have to actually now go to Detroit. And too bad they won a Super Bowl. They're not. If not, I'd have Detroit on my bad list. So
I know. So you heard that, right, Pat? You just heard that?
I just heard it now. I just got back and forth. Yeah.
So Miles Flay. So here's what's left as far as like said on our list of hopes and dreams. The next available, best offensive tackle, Logan Brown out of Kansas. There's also Joe Huber, guard out of Wisconsin. And linebacker Kobe King from Penn State wouldn't be a bad option here, too. Seahawks are on the clock. Cardinals pick is in at 174. Seahawks officially on the clock now at 175.
All right. Oh, boy. What did the Cardinals pick?
Cardinals, it's not been announced yet. They're picking. Pick is in, but they haven't announced it yet. I'll bring up the I'll bring up the announcement on the broadcast when they do talk about when they introduce the Seahawks pick in a minute, probably about 2-3 minutes from now. Miles Flay, that would have been good. Okay, the Cardinals go defense here. Cornerback Denzel Burke from Ohio State. So Seahawks now picking.
On the clock, yep.
My broadcast here, I'm using Tubi to stream the NFL Network broadcast. They're about a pick behind, so they're pick behind the time.
I'm watching ESPN on that channel.
Pick is in. Seahawks pick is in. Here we go. With the 175th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Seahawks select
It's pretty quick when they pick so quick.
Okay, yeah, it picks up early on this day because they're doing four rounds in a day. Come on, Logan Brown, Joe Huber, Kobe King. One of those three.
Oh, there's a...
It's probably going to be none of those. I'm hoping offensive line or linebacker, All-American Wrestling Show. The pick is in. Come on, baby. Let's see it.
Come on.
I'll play the announcement after. I'll see it here first, and then I'll play the official announcement from the broadcast. Ire, Hungary, what's going on? Doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, the suspense of it all. Come on, baby.
Come on.
I lost you for a second there, Pat, but you're back.
That was weird.
Still haven't announced it yet.
Oh, there's.
There you are, Pat.
There he is. That was weird.
I don't know. I had to reconnect you via the thing through the conference call thing.
Well, you know, I go through dead cell zones out here in the Key. You know what I mean? So who'd we pick?
That's probably why.
I don't know. The pick is in, but I don't know what it is yet.
They're taking a long time.
It's a long time to announce. The pick's been in for a while here.
Yeah.
Really pouring on the suspense.
We heard Boda wants to hear the pick, so we're going to make him wait.
He said, I'm hoping tackle, guard, or inside linebacker. Joe Huber, guard. Logan Brown, tackle. Whoa, okay, not what I expected. The Seahawks with the 175th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft pick Robbie Oates, tight end, Alabama.
Wow.
Wow, that's a shocker. Tight end.
Well, no.